All right, all right, all right. We are going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, 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 tell me what you know. Welcome to the Sunshine Show. Woo! Second time's a charm, y'all. I have a very special guest for you guys tonight. The one, the only, the most fabulous, the most Bowie of them all, Mark LeBlanc Jr. of Project 432. And Mark, what is it? Mark Twain in the pain? Bob Wayne in the pain. What's up, Mark?
What's up? Good to be here.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties we had earlier. I forgot to make the video public, so gonna try it one more time.
Good old technology.
Yes. What's up, Andy, Lindsay, Weege? We got the whole fam bam in the house. We're gonna have a real good time tonight. What's up, Jen Armstrong? Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Mark, for everybody that may not know who you are, can you give us a little bit of an introduction?
Absolutely. Name's Mark LeBlanc. I play with my band Project 432. I play drums. I also play drums for John Wayne and the Pain. A lot of people out there might know me from, I toured as drummer for 40 Ounces to Freedom for almost 10 years. I played drums for Stranger Band from San Diego for about a year. Kind of got around a little bit in Colorado, played for Pinochle for a while, a band called Coral Thief out of Denver, a few bands from Texas back in the day, my home state. So it's been a long road to get here today, but you know, still burning at both ends, but it's what I do.
Yes. I had no idea you played drums with all these amazing projects. 40 Ounces for 10 years you played with these guys?
Yep.
Wow.
Since 2009.
Since 09?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And what was that like? Were you guys just constantly touring?
Yeah, so 2010, we did 10 months out on the road that year. So it was pretty constant.
And what is it like now being home, kind of stuck, you know, in the studio?
I mean, there's worse places to be stuck. It's definitely been a untraditional year for me. You know, typically like I'm touring with probably at least like 3 bands every summer. So it keeps me super busy. Obviously this year, thank goodness for the studio. It's kept me busy, but yeah, it's been a huge bummer not being able to go play.
Yeah, I can only imagine what a difference last year has made in your life, because I know it's just changing lives around the world. I know when we were talking earlier, you were telling me about your studio setup and all this badass equipment that you've been kind of like collecting and getting. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. I started the studio a few years ago when I still lived up in Denver. And then I bought this place down here in Pueblo. Housing market was just way better at the time. So I moved down here and invested some money into this space. And I got a job up at Guitar Center for a while I was, down here. So that helped get a lot of this gear. And I wanted to just get something super clean and super fast and easy. So I went with all the Universal Audio interface and all of their plugins. And so it was strictly a digital studio, minus, a couple things here and there. But like, as far as interfacing and recording, it was all in the computer. And that's great. But it's, the more you listen to music and the more you listen to like real authentic, especially like dealing with reggae and dub and things like that, that stuff just doesn't really translate that well for my ear anyways, on these super clean kind of in the box approaches. So yeah, this morning I've been shopping around for a while and I bought a full-sized analog desk that got shipped out today. So it's on its way from Huntington Beach.
Nice. Oh my God. So you're actually doing like reel to reel? Is that?
I don't have a tape machine. It's moving towards right now a hybrid studio between analog and digital. So for like just using analog board on the way in, also like summing and things like that and mix down. I'm not like looking forward or not trying to go cut up a bunch of tape and do things like that. So I'll always kind of edit in the box. There are some things that digital's great for,
Oh yeah, for sure. I've like heard stories. I think it was the what is the documentary where they're buying the like the Sound City documentary.
I watched that last night with a buddy.
Oh, it's such a good documentary, and they kind of just talk about the full logistics of what it's like to cut to reel, and just how difficult and time consuming it is.
Yeah, that's not really a path I'm trying to run down. But, as far as just like warming the sound up and like getting, some analog richness back into, what we're doing, it's going to be a big step forward for me. I'm really excited.
Awesome. Let's see who's in the comments hanging out with us. We got Andy Williams, Lindsay, we got Jen Armstrong, Margie Weed, Megan Richardson, Jennifer Espinosa, Jensen Buck. He says, Mark, what's up, homie? It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
We got Mark Board in the house, Mike Torin. Luigi says, you get around and around and around. And we said your studio was in a scary neighborhood.
It's not that scary. I mean, it's nice to not be the most ghetto person in my neighborhood for once in my life. So, yay me.
Oh my God, too funny. What's up, David Shaw? Speak Elaine in the house. Thank you guys all for hanging out. We are going to have a really good time tonight talking to Mark about all things Mark LeBlanc. Woo, so fucking stoked. So let's talk a little bit about how you got into music.
So my dad, he's a professional drummer, and I got my first set of drums on my first birthday. So I came by it pretty honestly, runs in the family. And then it was just an option, for me always growing up. And I just stuck with it. It was something that I always felt drawn towards. And I just kind of always knew that I was going to make a living at it one way or another. There's been some feasts and there's been some famines, but at the end of the day, I'm doing what I love for a living, either working in here or out there playing with y'all, and super blessed and super thankful that I, had those opportunities as a child.
I think it's always so cool when people's parents are the reason that they started and got into music. And it's so great to see parents support musicians, because sometimes they don't, right? Sometimes the parents are like, no, you need to go to lawyer, you need to become a lawyer or a doctor, and they look down on it. So when you get those supportive parents, like, hats off. That's fucking badass.
Absolutely. Yeah, my parents are pretty awesome.
What kind of music did your dad play?
A little bit of everything. I mean, he did a lot of country. He used to play in Clint Black's little brother's band, Kevin Black. So actually the first concert I ever went to was watching him play at a stadium with Kevin opening up for Clint. And that was pretty cool. But he was kind of all over the place. He mostly does country and blues and stuff like that. He's a Jedi. He rips. And he played in a band called Vince Vance and the Valiants back in the day. They actually wrote a song called All I Want for Christmas Is You, which was kind of made famous by Mariah Carey.
What?
But yeah,
that's so
my dad's band actually wrote, if you look it up, Vince Vance and Valiants.
Wow. Oh my God, that's so what a random piece of information we all learned tonight. Fuck yeah. So you've had very supportive parents. Did you go to school for music, or did you just kind of teach yourself?
So in high school, I marched in drum corps, had some excellent teachers. Arjuna Contreras, he actually is playing drums for the Reverend Horton Heat now. He's been with him for a few years, done the last few records or so with him. But he was like the main drumline teacher at my high school. So, I mean, to be able to learn from him, he was Madison Scouts. And we also had another drumline teacher named Dan Niemeyer. And they were both Madison Scouts. Arjuna played snare drum. Dan played tenor drums, which is what I played. And then they both marched at UNT, University of North Texas. And if you know anything about their drum department, it's top notch. It's one of the best in the country. I dare say the world.
Yeah.
And so got to, basically learn from those cats for free, which was pretty incredible. And then just out of high school, I could have gone to college and could have had a nice scholarship and stuff, but I was like, hit the road, go play some drums. And I mean, I started playing on the road, touring with bands when I was 14. So I'd already kind of been into it by the time I graduated from school. And I was just like, I'm just going to keep doing this.
Whoa. So were you homeschooled or?
No, I would just tour during the summers.
Wow. Your parents are so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Some might not have known about a few of them way back in the day. It was just going and staying with a friend for a week or something,
Love it. So you grew up in Texas.
I did.
There's a huge stigma attached to Texas, right? I'm also a Texas girl. But there's a few things associated with Texas that maybe we would not be so proud about, we both have migrated. I went to California, you're in Colorado. I really love Texas though, and all these like stigmas and things that are attached to it. I feel like there's a really good reggae community there in Texas. How do you feel about the reggae community in Texas compared to the one that you're working with now in Colorado?
So the reggae community in Texas, like being from there, I mean, I was playing in a reggae band in Texas in the 90s, and there weren't too many bands out there trying to do that at that time. And so to see kind of where it's at now compared to where it was at, I was playing with a band called Egress back then, and actually started a band about 15 years ago called Idle Job. And after I moved to Colorado, they kept going. So I've actually mixing their record right now and getting done with that hopefully in the next couple weeks. But just watching it grow from almost nothing to what it is today, and you got great bands out there like Audic Empire, those are definitely the homies. I've seen them on your show not too long ago. Idle Job, great band. My old band was called Egress out of Texas. Bunch of bands down on the coast that are really doing well. And Colorado, I kind of moved out here because touring so much with 40 Ounces to Freedom, I fell in love with the state and the scene out here because the people in the shows out here were always just so great. And my house in Texas burnt down. And I guess that's kind of a catalyst to move somewhere. And so I ended up in Colorado, about 2010, I guess, somewhere around there.
Awesome. And so you actually live in Pueblo, Colorado, right?
I do.
And I've played Smitty's a couple of times, and I believe that's where we met, was at Smitty's. And then I was able to go to your house and check out the studio, and we had a great time. And there had always been this rumor about Smitty's that there was a sex dungeon in the basement, right? What do you know about this sex dungeon in the basement at Smitty's?
I can't say that I've actually ever heard that. I don't know how that one slipped past me. I mean, that's my watering hole,
Maybe they just tell me because I'm super naive and I believe most things people tell me. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what to say either way on that, honestly. I mean, like, it could be true, it could be completely false. I wouldn't put it past them over there. I don't know.
You can either confirm or deny the sex dungeon rumor at Smitty's.
I've been down in the basement before, but there could be another level, like a dungeon style level that we don't even know about. I don't know.
That's true. It's very true. Megan says you're bluffing and you totally run the sex dungeon.
Yeah, she's giving out all my secrets. She's my biggest client.
Oh, and Weed says Colorado has a dope, underrated reggae scene. Fans just come to shows without having to beg them, haha, and there are a plethora of venues. Speaking of venues, what's your favorite venue to play in Colorado?
Well, I mean, Red Rocks. Got to play Red Rocks for opened up for 311 actually, and give it up for 311 today. Happy 311 day. Yep. But it was kind of serendipitous because the first time that I ever went to Red Rocks, I had come up from Texas and was helping a friend move, and he bought us tickets to 311 Pepper and the Whalers. And so we went there, saw the show, and yeah, 4/19 of 2019, it was that 420 weekend. We played, opened up the show at Red Rocks for 311 and Redman and Method Man and The Green, Jesse Royal and Dizzy Wright.
Wow, that is fucking epic.
Definitely. Now, outside of that, because that's like a cheater obvious answer, Cervantes, they've always been so good to us from day one, and just the staff, all the booking, all the management there, the sound, everything about it is it's top notch. And I would definitely say that that's the spot in Colorado. It's up in Denver.
Cervantes. I love Denver, Colorado, and I have a special affinity for Jay Bianchi's clubs. I just love Jay, okay? And I know he's a wild card. He's a real wild card. But oh my God, the man is just so free-spirited, and there's just like a charisma about him, you know? And so Sancho's Broken Arrow, which I think he sold recently, and Bianchi's Psychedelic Ripple. I really love those two places.
Yeah. And then, Coyotes used to be his spot as well. I forgot one of the other bands that I play with, Willie Waldman. He's a trumpet player out of Chicago. And that's all improv, kind of like, it's all over the place. It's kind of does fusion, whatever. But he's like kind of old school trumpet player. He played the trumpet on Date Rape for Sublime. All the Snoop Dogg and Tupac stuff, like California Love. Any of the death row trumpet that you heard back in the day was all Willie. And so he plays in a band called Banyan with the drummer for Jane's Addiction, Stephen Perkins. And when they're not doing that, he just kind of has the Willie Waldman project. And it's, like I said, all improv. It's just get in the van and go, and it's different every night. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds like it. It sounds like a lot of fun. Jay, I don't know why you got banned from commenting. I literally don't have a moderator, so it wasn't me. You're probably dropping some comments you shouldn't be dropping. You just sound like you have so much fun, and you've dedicated your life to what you want to do, and you're making your dreams come true. You know, you have a studio. It's like you're living and you're breathing music. What do you do to relax? What do you do on your downtime, or do you even have downtime?
Not much downtime, honestly. I mean, there's a tranquil kind of meditative thing that comes with playing drums. So I love doing that. I love being out in nature. Even when I'm out in nature, though, I wouldn't say it's that relaxing. I do a lot of like downhill mountain biking, snowboarding, camping, hiking, stuff like that. You know, go out, take the dog out, go down the reservoir, and I mean, all the things. You know, it's Colorado. There's only boring people could be bored out here. You know,
There's all the things to do in Colorado. It's such a beautiful state. What do you think of rock climbing?
That's pretty gnarly. I mean, I already do some things that I probably shouldn't as a touring musician as far as extreme sports. I just don't know if rock climbing should be added to that list. It's awesome. I appreciate it. Not sure it's for me. I'm also like 6'4", so not exactly great for climbing.
Oh, you're a real tall guy, 6'4". Do you
Boy.
hit your head a lot on doorways?
What?
I'm sorry, you guys, if your comments aren't posting. I'm getting your messages. I have no idea what's going on, but it's not me. So moving forward. Show the dog. Megan wants you to show your dog. Do you have your dog available for showing and viewing pleasures?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get her. Maybe yeah, you got
Yeah,
we'll
do what you need to do.
we can play some music here in a little bit and I'll sneak off and grab her. How about that?
That's a great suggestion. Now let's see. Janet dropped a question. How or why did the decision to do a dub remix of No More come about?
Actually just wanted to start remixing dubs a few years back and just kind of started practicing on some stuff. And then it was like we were sitting around, you know, trying to write some new songs while COVID was going down and hadn't really done anything for a while, hadn't put anything out. And I was just like, oh, let me take a crack at this and see what I can come up with. And if the dudes like it, maybe we can throw that out, you know, release it as a single, which it actually comes out tomorrow.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. We got 2 other singles of new material that we already recorded here at the Sound Lab. I've done, you know, all the 432 recordings thus far. So those are going to drop one in April and one in May. So we figured, you know, while we're waiting on those to go through the channels, you know, of release, let's drop this other dub and give somebody something to listen to, you know.
Yeah, I am super stoked to hear it when it comes out. Megan is saying No More is such a good song. Everybody's commenting about how much they love it. Everybody better go and save and listen to that single when it drops tomorrow. We will definitely drop the link in the comments when we're done with the interview. So everybody make sure and go support Mark and Project 432. Thank you, Megan, for dropping that link in the comments.
Thank you, Megan.
What is it like for you? And I know there's a lot of people that are in bands that have their studios, right? Or, you know, have their studios underneath in the basement or whatever the hell. I mean, I know we talked about what you do to relax and stuff, but how do you like get yourself away from the computer when you just want to mix some more? Like, is there some kind of like safe word? Like, what's the deal, Mark?
There needs to be. It can get out of control sometimes, you know, because I mean, at a certain point, it's not necessarily better. It's just different, you know, and that can be a vicious cycle of something you just kind of get stuck in and you just chasing your own tail, you know. So like I have a bunch of good producer friends and just friends with good ears, audiophiles, people that I trust. And so I'll bounce a lot of stuff off of them and just kind of get their feedback and, you know, kind of just gotta shut off the ego and stuff like that and just listen and just say, all right, they're probably right. I went too far on this or did too much, you know, and it happens. You get carried away.
Yeah. I mean, for me, my hardest part is just knowing when to stop. When is it good enough? When is it, you know, perfect enough? And of course, it's never going to be perfect, but when is it good enough to release to the public? You know, that's my hardest thing to get past. I never think that my music's good enough, so I never like release it. And then like 7 years later, I'm still trying to like mix and master and work on it. You know, it's so crazy.
No, I hear that. That's definitely something that, you know, I got to stay conscious of, especially on my own music. When you got other paying clients and things like that, you can't just chew up all day. You know, it's like you got to make a decision. And that's part of the thing that I love about analog and doing it that way. There's a lot more decision making and commitment. A little bit of a fear of commitment, I guess. Yeah, I just find out that in digital world, there's just endless possibilities and there's limitations with analog. So things like that help, I think.
So basically you can do like, you know, have the beauty of like a reel to reel, but also the beauty of like digital, like it's a combination without all the like headache, right? That's involved with it.
Absolutely. You know, it's we're still living in 2021 here. So, you know, I'm not just trying to live in the ice age with all my gear. It's definitely going to be a hybrid, and you know, is already a little bit of a hybrid setup. I got this guy over here that I've been doing like some summing and some dub mixing on, things like that. So it's got a little bit of a analog vibe already, but this new console is going to be a big step in the right direction.
Oh, fun. Can we talk a little bit about the bands that you work with, like that you record in your studio?
Absolutely. So let's see, I got Jordan Armijo and Isabella Riviera coming in this weekend. I've done one track with her so far. She's an amazing singer. And yeah, looking forward to that. I got a new project, 432, we're working on. Like I said, just got the 2 singles done plus the dub. And we've been writing and doing pre-production on a full length. So that'll be coming up. Luigi, I know you had him on a week or so ago. Been working on his record, so just waiting on a couple of parts to fly in from some of the auxiliary stuff and get that mixed down, and that one's going to be really great. I'm excited about that one. Megan Richardson, I might have messed that up.
Megan Richardson.
Rich it is. Did the drums for her record. Did some drums for John Wayne and the Pain. Also did all the drums for Johnny Wayne, which is John's solo project. Weston from John Wayne and the Pain has a solo project. I'm working on some drums for him. Working on the Idle Job record still. Got a little bit to wrap that up. And I think that's pretty much all the open projects I got right now, but there's always stuff coming.
Yeah, so are you, sorry, go ahead.
Just a solo record that I've been working on a little bit, and pretty much got all the instrumentals done for that. It's pretty much just kind of a psychedelic dub, rootsy kind of thing. Just wanted to get some like guest vocals, but just kind of experimented with playing some bass, guitar, keys, and drums on everything and recording it all. So it's pretty fun.
Very cool. So if somebody wanted to work with you and record at your studio, are you taking new clients?
Absolutely. Yeah, just hit me up on probably all the socials. Obviously, my Facebook's tagged right here. You can always hit me up through the Project 432 web stuff or socosoundlab@gmail.com.
Awesome. What do you have any dream collaborations that you would like to work with in the future?
I mean, I want to work with everybody. Honestly, it's if I start naming names, I'm just going to leave everyone that I don't name out. Like, you should get down here and we should collaborate on something. I want to work with everybody.
Yes, we're gonna make that happen. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Because here at the Sunshine Show, we make dreams come true.
Yeah.
Jen wants to know what your favorite 311 song is.
I mean, Omaha Styley was like always the song that got me into them, and like probably the first song I ever heard by them. And I just I didn't really understand what I was listening to at that time. It just hit me so different than everything else I'd ever heard up to that point. And that one will always be forever in my heart. I was in here doing a little cleanup in the studio earlier today, and clock struck 3:11, and I went straight for Omaha Styley and put that song on. and that little vibe out.
Hell yeah, dude. Very nice. Megan says you need no direction when it comes to what's needed on a track. Your intuition and talent is spot on, Mark.
Oh, well, thank you.
Nothing but kind comments. Thank you for tagging John Wayne and the Pain and Idle Job. Please, everybody, go and follow those accounts so that you can keep up to date and know when these guys are dropping their singles.
In the weeds.
Yes, weeds. Bring sunshine to Pueblo. I will be headed to Pueblo as soon as I am able to, and then we can all have a big bass off. Everybody, practice your bass skills, okay?
Project 432, Doug Gresh. Man, I love jamming with that guy. I've played with a bunch of bass players throughout my life, and that dude, he's got it. He rips. He's got huge pocket on him, and like, I don't know, he should be a part of your bass off.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's invited. I was watching your videos earlier today to prepare for the interview tonight, and I did notice your bass player. I don't know if it's the same. Has he been with you for a while, or?
If it was the bass player in a music video, like an official kind of music video, that would have been Danny. Parrttyyyyy, he's no longer with us. Doug Gresh, the guy that's with us now, he's been with us. His first gig was at Sonic Bloom, maybe 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, so this video I watched was like, I think from last year, so it was definitely him. And I noticed he had serious bass face and was just like super fucking into it. I was digging on his vibe. I was digging on your whole vibe. The whole project is fucking fabulous. I love the group, the vibe, everything about it. It was super fun. It really reeled me in, and I just like kept watching video after video after video. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I love your bass player, so let him know that I said so.
Yeah, I will. He rips.
And talking about amazing bass players, we have Fleeb in the comments. What's up, Fleeb? Another Coloradian. Is that what you call you guys? Is that what you guys are called, Coloradians?
Let's go with it. Coloradians, maybe? I don't know.
Has anyone taken the opportunity to call him Dougie Gresh? What, Weege? Mark, I'll let you take this one. I don't know either.
Like, phone?
Oh, Doug Gresh has the best bass face. Thank you so much for tagging him, Jen. I appreciate that. What's up, Jason Filmer in the house?
Oh yeah. What's up, Filmer?
So we're gonna have the bass off in the dungeon under Smitty's. So get the word
Perfect.
out.
I'll make some flyers. I'll go over there and let Greg know.
What do you think the biggest thing music has taught you?
Oh man, patience is a big one. You know, patience with myself, patient with others. You know, patience just with music and the instrument in general. I think that's a really big one. And you know, just I don't know. I think it taught me to be pretty chill because I wild out. You know, being so young and just being out on the road, and it was like just a rager for quite a number of years, you know, especially like in the early 40 ounces to freedom days. And now it's just like everything's so chill and quiet. And I think I picked that up from, you know, just music, the music life.
Yeah, so 40 Ounces to Freedom, is that a Sublime cover band?
Mm-hmm.
And are you guys, what did you say?
It was originally from San Diego.
Oh, okay, got you. And is the band still together?
Yeah, so it's really just one guy now named Dane. He pretty much just grabs whoever can, you know, hit the road with him at the time and does the thing.
Wow, that's so fucking special that you were able to do that for so long. Like, I bet you.
Absolutely.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun, you know, being a huge Sublime fan And that just being such a huge influence on me growing up and everything, you know, that I wanted to be and do musically, and to get out and just kind of go share that experience with people, you know, it was special. It was a lot of fun. And I just really enjoyed all the songs we played, and just had a fun time doing it.
Wow, that's so cool. Jason here says, remember that time we got stoned with El Jefe from NoFX?
I do. We were, that's when I was on tour with Coral Thief back in the day. We were playing Summer Meltdown in Santa Clarita. And we were standing side stage during Pepper, and El Jefe walked up, and we started talking to him, and I think I was talking to him, and I ran to the car. I was like, you want to smoke some weed? And he's like, hell yeah. And I fucking booked it to the van. And I think I grabbed Filmer on the way there, or brought him backstage or something. Anyways, it ended up being me, my bass player at the time, Filmer, and El Jefe standing side stage watching Pepper, smoking bowls.
Dude, yes!
Yeah, I'll never forget that.
I love that. Like, you should totally write a song about that.
Smoking bowls with Jefe.
Yeah, but speaking of that, what's your songwriting process like?
When it's just me, like on the solo stuff, I would say it usually starts right here, and then I don't know, I just kind of start chopping away at like the guitar, the keys, or you know, just pick up the bass, and I'm just sitting around kind of doing nothing, and throw down a little bass line to a click track, and then I'll just make some loops out of that and just start flying things around until I kind of create some ideas that I like. And then just start plugging in a bunch of gear and hopping on it. And it's just more fun for me than anything. I mean, that's kind of how the Dub Marquee thing got even born, was just a bunch of toys and a bunch of time. And I was like, all right, so I'm even calling the record a Body in Motion, because I mean, it feels that way for me. Like when I sit down, I'm done, you know, I just got to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you write lyrics at all, or mostly just instrumental?
My lyrics are kind of goofy. I love hip hop and old school rap and like 90s rap and hip hop, and I actually have a whole hip hop project, a record that I've been working on and producing for myself for over 10 years, and I just never finish it. I mean, my rhymes are just weird, and they don't make sense, and they just
That means that it's gonna be fucking go platinum, so you better fucking release that shit. Because have you heard like the songs that are playing on the radio today?
yeah, no, I'm gonna give it up for myself and say it's better than that.
It's gotta be better than Nicki Minaj. Sorry, not
Right.
hating on Nicki Minaj. I'm just saying.
I'll refrain from names.
We like weird. Yes, Megan, we love weird around here. Weege wants to know what your favorite Sublime cover is.
I think To Play with 40 Ounces of Freedom. We always did like a medley of a few songs with STP. That one was a lot of fun just because it kind of like breaks up and there's like some different tempos and stuff. Seed was another like kind of punk rock, really fun one to play just because, again, tempo and just like feel changes, you know, going from halftime, regular time to double time, just constantly moving around. Those were a lot of fun.
What? Sorry, go ahead.
432 does a cover of Slow Ride. Our singer Zach, he actually put out a cover of that on Bradley's birthday online. You can find it somewhere online, but that one was always like just a really great song, so I enjoyed playing that one.
I actually played STP, Seed, and what was the last one you said?
Slow Ride.
Right. Yeah, all three of those I played in my first reggae band, Monkey Stew, in it. It's so fun. Like, those are just like the go-tos, right? But they're so fun.
Yeah. They're great.
Sofa Kingdom is a bop. Nick Weimer.
Nick Weimer. That's Nick, the guitar player and singer for Project 432. What up, Nick?
Nice.
Yeah. I wrote a song. I wrote like an instrumental, hip hop instrumental years and years back. And then I was just in the studio when I still lived up in Denver. My buddy Carlos came over, and I was like, man, let's do a hip hop song. He's a hip hop artist. He's fantastic. But yeah, I was like, here, man, here's this track. I just call it Sofa Kingdom. And I was like, let's make it about how people are so fucking dumb. They're going to buy shit they don't need with money they don't have and stuff like that. And it's kind of like an infomercial, but like you're like a couch salesman.
I love it. I fucking love it. I think it's great. And it sounds a lot.
Somewhere.
What'd you say?
I think that's on SoundCloud somewhere.
Someone go ahead and find that and drop it in the comments. Nick, I just want to tell you, you are an amazing singer and guitar player. I was watching y'all's videos earlier and highly impressed. Let's read a few of these comments. No one punks like Sublime punks. Yes, Judas Presley, you are right. Zach's voice is butter.
Nice.
Can we hear a teaser of the dub drop tomorrow? We are actually going to be able to hear a teaser, aren't we?
Yeah, I can play that for you and go grab my dog real quick if you'd like.
Yeah, let's intermission time, bitches. Not y'all aren't bitches. I just meant, you know. What's up, Lisa?
All right, I'll be right back. Don't say no more. Don't say no more.
the permanent ways for the days like wasting permanence. Breathe up, relax, be true. I'll go out, I'm a chance like the breath. It's gonna be some shot your mess. Next step, they got me true. I love you, I'm your boy. You're ready, back, stay from me. It's gonna take a boy. It's gonna take a boy.
Yeah.
Everybody at home, go and pre-save No More Dub. Jen just dropped the link in the comments. You guys make sure and do that. It will be out tomorrow. Support the fam bam. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And, obviously, if you haven't liked our Spotify or given us a follow or anything, we would appreciate that.
Go like all the social medias, the YouTube, the Spotify, the Twitter, the Instagram, the Facebook.
All the things.
All the things. Mark, how do you feel about aliens, Mark LeBlanc?
I have several tattooed on my body.
Oh!
To be exact. So I love aliens. Aliens are kind of my thing.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I had no idea. I love aliens too. Where are all the aliens? Do they live among us? Do you think that there's are we intermingling with aliens, or do the aliens not even want to come visit us? I was talking to Mick Rude from Spread the Dub on Monday, and he said that planet Earth is like the Florida of the universe, and the aliens just probably don't want to stop here.
It could be. I don't know. There's one theory that the Greys are actually just us from the future after we've already transcended to a different density, and that the reason that they keep interacting with us now is because some of the choices that we've been making is kind of destroying what they had going on and wrecking the future, kind of. So the only way to really fix that is to come here and interact now to fix the future for them later.
Wow, that is so interesting that you said that, because what is so crazy with the mask thing, the other day I was walking down the cliff and I see this guy from far away, and yes, my eyes are not the best. Yes, I'm supposed to have had glasses since I was in 7th grade, and I don't wear glasses, but this guy legit with the glasses and the mask, it was so alien-like, and I'm like, what the fuck? We're slowly turning into aliens.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Aliens, angels, could they be just the same thing, just different interpretations? Sure. I wasn't there.
Sorry, what were you saying?
You're good.
Zachary says that you are an alien.
He could be onto something. Is that Zach Goplin?
Yes.
He would know. That's the singer for 432 there, guitar player.
Zachary, you got some pipes on you. Jen says she's in Florida. Jen, what is the deal with Florida? I've been having this conversation all week with all my guests. What is the deal with Florida? I don't know either. Earth, the Florida of the universe. Yes, David Shaw, you were in on that interview. It was so fucking funny when he said that shit. The Grays, oh man, I should have bought some mushrooms. We don't judge. Definitely go find yourself some mushrooms, microdose. We'll be here. We're here for you, Weege, whatever you want to do.
Yep, I approve that message.
All right. So let's say there are aliens here that have never listened to music and don't know what music's like. What 3 albums would you give to the aliens or have them listen to introduce them to music?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, we're gonna leave all the dubstep out of it because clearly that came from them. They gave us that. I don't know. So one of those albums that I could just listen over and over and over and never get tired of is 311 Grassroots. So that's definitely one of them. And you know, it's, I hate to say it, but damn it, like, I'm going to say Quincy Jones. I'm not going to say MJ because Quincy's the man. So I'm going to say like any of the Quincy collection. Definitely got to get some Beatles in there too. Maybe Revolver. I don't know. That's a good one. Sergeant Pepper's. No, but give them a little something modern, give them a little something old, you know, but I don't know. Those three
Jen,
kind of covers a lot.
Jen says you better say Kiss.
You know, funny story. My dad actually went up to New York and tried out for Kiss and got a second interview, but I had just been born and he was playing with Vince Vance that weekend and couldn't go back for it. And they hired that weekend. But yeah, I would have been forced into being a Kiss fan. I know there's a lot of people probably going to be mad at me for saying that, but I've just never liked them. I don't know.
Oh man, that's too funny. No, those are solid picks. I love Quincy, Beatles, all of it. Let's see the comments. Yes, Revolver, Hendrix, that's really good. Hendrix playing the national anthem at Woodstock. Sure. John Lennon, Imagine. Let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I might also throw in the live concert at Madison Square Garden by Wolfpack. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but whoa.
Oh yeah? Is it that? It's whoa?
Friggin' whoa. It's on YouTube. YouTube that one. Wolfpack.
I think the best live show that I've ever gone to was Mars Volta. I've said this many times on this show and I'll say it again. Mars Volta fucking shreds live. Oh my God.
It's Thomas Pridgeon on drums. I mean, whoa.
Dude, they're just like, and they're so tiny. They're like the tiniest dudes and they just radiate all this fucking energy on stage. It's crazy.
One of the best shows I've ever seen was Incubus in Dallas on the Morning View Sessions tour. And they were just in fuego. I mean, I've never seen a band just like that on point before. And I've seen Incubus a bunch of times. And I've seen 311 over 50 times. The bands that I love. Oh, yeah. I go and see them. I've played on 2 of their cruises. Yeah, I don't really miss them that often unless I'm playing.
Do you know them?
Not like, well, I mean, I hit up their manager today, Adam Rassler, and told him, you know, happy holidays. He hit me back, said happy 311 days. So I know the management and all the people surrounding the band a little bit more than I actually know the band, but definitely rubbed elbows with them for a decade plus.
I mean, you should literally be on the front cover of their album if you've been to 50 of their shows.
Honestly, that's nothing. There's people out there. There was a girl on the last cruise I went to. That was one of the nights they played was her 311th show.
Whoa, now that is dedication.
They've got like a cult following that the 311 fans, they're a whole breed of their own.
Wow, that's fucking insane. I could not imagine seeing the same band 311 times. I mean, whatever, to each their own, no judgment here. No, if I loved a band enough, sure, I'd buy 311 tickets at $50 a piece. What? I could fund my college education, you guys.
Totally.
Let's see. Weed says, I saw Incubus at the Catalyst Club with 7 other people. They crushed it. This was before the hits came. It was the Science days. Weed just showing us your age.
I saw them on tour with 311 and Sugar Ray right before Science came out. And my buddy and I had gotten backstage passes from these girls that had to leave early. And so we ended up getting to meet Incubus back in 97, I think. And I actually had a tape, cassette tape that Brandon gave me. Him and Mike signed it, and it had Redefined and New Skin on it. And that one it's gone with the wind somewhere. It's a bummer.
Well, you know, it's all about the memories. You got it up in here. So can we just talk about how fabulous we both are? We both wore tie-dye and we didn't even plan it.
Total happy mistake.
A total happy mistake. Hats off to tie-dye.
Guess I woke up feeling fabulous today. I don't know.
Every day you wake up feeling fabulous, Mark, because you're Mark LeBlanc, drummer for Project 432. And John Wayne and the Pain.
And Weege.
And Weege and Megan Richardson. Fuck yeah, man. Let's see what else I got for you here. Let's talk about your work ethic a little bit. What does your work ethic look like?
It's probably pretty exhausting from the outside looking in. I go, you know, I like to stay busy. When I get on something, it's hard to let up. You know, I just, when I work down here in the studio, usually my artists are just like trying to tap out, and I'm just like, no, let's keep going. Let's do it again, you know, or we got a few more hours in us. Come on, man. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm a slave driver. I do it to myself too, though.
Okay, well, hopefully, I know safe word keeps getting tossed around tonight like it's nothing important, but hopefully before your clients go into the studio, you present them with a contract that includes a safe word so that when they're ready to leave the studio, they can tell you.
Probably a good idea.
What, if you had a safe word for your studio, what would it be, Mark?
Pomoni.
All right, you guys heard it. If you guys go visit Mark LeBlanc studio, that's all you got. Pomoni?
Spumoni.
Spumoni. Spumoni, not Pumoni. I don't know what Pumoni is, but that's just what I heard, you guys. Nick says safe words are for quitters.
He's not wrong.
You guys, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. We were having the greatest time. We've been chatting for about an hour. We are going to start wrapping this up. But if you guys have any questions for Mark, drop them in the comments and we will get to them. David Shaw says, what is his production studio? A sex dungeon or something? I mean, basically, right?
No, that's Smitty's. No, it used to be my garage, and then here it's kind of dirty, but we can take a lap real quick.
Yeah, please take us on a tour, like MTV Crib style.
There's console, there's a little dub mixer, the Moog, Untoys. Got some guitars and basses and things. And then, like I said, it's dirty, so forgive me. But there's some drums, some other shenanigans off in the corner. Just dirtied and littered with music stuff. There's backwards and... What's that?
Living the dream, man. Jesus, that's a legit ass studio in your basement.
Totally. I'm let the dog out.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Mark, let the dog out. Let's see. For real. Jen says you owe her a jackfruit recipe. What age did you become vegan?
I've been vegetarian for probably 6-7 years now. Mostly vegan. Like when I'm at home, all I cook is vegan. That started maybe 5 years, 4 years, 4.5. I don't know. I don't count. I just try to do better.
I love that. I've been vegetarian forever, like 20 something years. This is the part of the show where everybody gets to see Oliver Edgar William Nelson Cantu to the first power. He is my little sidekick. Say hi, Oliver Edgar William Nelson Cantu to the first power. Sweet guy. He, when he was little, he ran away to the beach. And this lady wrote a book about him. It's the funniest fucking thing ever. So now you can go buy his book on Amazon. This little piggy went to the beach. Okay.
Sounds great.
So Kyle Spanuzzi. What's up, Kyle? He wants to know, who is your favorite drummer and why?
There's a few. I mean, clearly, Chad Sexton from 311, always been a huge influence on me. Carter Beauford from Dave Matthews Band, got to give it up. Love him. Definitely Stuart Copeland from The Police, Oysterhead. Definitely big influence. And, you know, just like all the bands that I would listen to, I always kind of, you know, was still a little bit or, you know, move a certain way that I thought they might, you know, move or something, like Chili Peppers, Chad Smith, Jose Pasillas from Incubus, John Bonham, of course, Neil Peart. You know, you got to give it up for the old school legends. Even Ringo, you know, we all hate to admit it, but we all steal from Ringo.
What? I had a question in my head and it went somewhere. All right. Oh, I got it. It came to me. So if you had to write like a bio, what is it, a biopic? I feel like I keep messing this word up, but if you had to write like a movie about yourself, you know, based on a true story, what kind of soundtrack would it be and who would play your character?
I don't know. The soundtrack kind of would be all over the place. I think it would be all over the place. A lot of chill spots, a lot of really crazy spots, a lot of spots that really don't make sense, maybe. And as far as playing me, oh geez, I don't even know the answer to that question. We would let Nick Weimer play me. He would do a great job.
Oh, Nick Weimer, you have the starring role of Mark LeBlanc in his biopic.
We just let him do it. I trust he would do a terrible job, which is probably exactly what the part would need.
Megan says Tony Hawk should play you.
Okay. That would be pretty sweet. I can't do any of the stuff that he does.
David Shaw says Matthew Lillard, aka Steve-O from Salt Lake City Punk.
Yep.
Jen says Doug Gresh to play the role of Mark LeBlanc.
Sure.
What's up, Daniel Katsuk in the house?
That's my brother. I love him.
Oh, I love Daniel too.
Such a good guy.
He is. I got to interview him like last month, and it was just such a cool fucking interview. And I feel I had like a therapy session with him, you know, and he didn't even charge me for it.
Totally. I've moonlighted, you know, playing some drums with him and Spoonfed Tribe back in the day.
Did you used to play with Spoonfed Tribe?
Not officially, but like, yeah, we'd do like the End of the World Parade and Skin and Bones Drum Cult and, you know, just some Spoonfed shows here and there.
Dude, those are my fucking people, dude. They'd always come to Corpus and play Dr. Rockets on Sunday. It was like reggae night or whatever the fuck. And so, did you ever play at Rockets?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I wonder if we played together.
Maybe.
Such a small world. Okay, cool. Nick says he's trained his whole life to play you in a movie.
That's what it would take for him.
Judas Presley says, slap some dreads on Paul Rudd.
Sure.
How do you feel about that, Mark?
I don't see it, but sure. He's a great actor, so he'd probably do too good.
Those are all great choices, you guys. What is Benedict Cumberbatch?
Is that a question for me?
I'm just asking you. We just dropped it in the comments, so I thought maybe you knew what the hell he was talking about, but obviously not.
I don't know. Maybe he should enlighten us.
Can you please enlighten us, Luigi, as to what that's all about? Cool, man. So what's next for you?
Just getting this new 432 record done, really. We're still in the writing phase and doing pre-production. So, you know, we'll have weekends where the guys come down and we just spend all weekend locked in the studio and just, you know, hashing it out, making recordings, listening to them, talking about it, and get through that sometimes painstaking process, and then you know, start recording and hopefully be able to get to play some shows soon. I know we're playing a festival down in Durango on May 14th called Tico Time. And then I do an event every year. It's a benefit for battered women and children. It's a big concert that we do in my hometown, Fort Worth, Texas. And that's going to be May 22nd this year at Lola's. So yeah, it's a big concert that you know, we've been doing. Last year would have been 15th year, but COVID shut us down. So this year, I guess, is unofficially the 16th year. So stoked for those two things, and you know, hopefully getting some shows going with Weege and 432, and I got some John Wayne dates coming up in June. So things are starting to pick up a little bit, and between that and the studio, and that's where I'm being.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So I figured out who Benedict Cumberbatch is. Would you like to know, Mark?
Absolutely.
He is the actor that plays Doctor Strange. Now we all know, okay? So thank you all for letting us know. We appreciate that. Dude, I've had such an epic hour hanging out with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. It's been great being here.
Thank you all at home that have been hanging out with us. I hope that you all go and pre-save No More Dub and go and follow Project 432. What's up, Darren Scott Tennyson in the house? Do you have anything you'd like to say before we get this wrapped up?
Yeah, just thanks for support. You know, keep checking us out, all the different projects, all the things. Hopefully get to drop my solo record sometime soon. I'll just finish it up. There's that whole thing of chasing your tail and just not being decisive on things, and but yeah, just look forward to putting out some new music and getting back on the road and getting some FaceTime with everybody again.
Fuck yeah. Well, I can't wait to see you out on the road, and I can't wait for the single to drop tomorrow. Super stoked. I'll be playing it on repeat.
Sweet, sweet.
All right, guys, we are gonna get going. Until next. Oh, wait. Rewind. Let me just mention, on Monday, it will be my 50th episode, and I have Zeb from Tribal Seeds to celebrate with us. Brendan Clemente after that, Robert from Part 1 Tribe, Juan Love. You guys, I have the old bass player for NERD. I have so many amazing people coming up, so you guys stay tuned, and thank you so much for your support. Now, until next time, stay safe, be kind, and keep rocking and rolling. We'll see you next time, Mark.
Peace.
Bye, brother.